Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi, and I apologize for my last broadcast. YouTube was not responding very well, so I said, you know what, let me just end this and then I'm going to try it, fix it again. And right now, it looks like it's up and running and it's in its comfortable state, which I'm very happy for. So we're gonna have to start over on the article that we're gonna discuss, and then we'll go from there. So I hope you guys appreciate what I'm doing here and everything, and I do apologize. So let's go this now. Despite after the inauguration and everything, there's still a lot of movies and games that we have to talk about right now that what has been going on, and there are shifts going on and things are starting to change. But there's rumors of certain things that's been going on with actors, with the with movies, the shows, and then the video games wise. And we are going to be discussing each of the topics. I've got about maybe eight topics that were eight things that we're going to be talking about today. Without further ado, let's get started with this first one. Marvel rumors suggest that Hugh Jackman will stay as Wolverine in the MCU for another 10 years, pro years, long rumors confirmed. Now, we've all known this, that again, long time ago, that Hugh Jackman was reportedly in retirement, and he retired the claws of Wolverine, and he said he was going to do it like right after Logan, that it was going to be his last project ever, dude. And of course, Ryan Reynolds, as always, he's been trying to figure an idea what he could do with Deadpool 3. So we saw a video of him. We recently decided that he wanted to do something. So Hugh Jackman was in the house, in his home, and he asked, "Hey Hugh, you want to do Wolverine one last time?" "Yeah, sure. Let's do it." So of course, years later, movie came out, and it's a huge success because not only Hugh Jackman came back as Wolverine, but finally, we see Hugh Jackman in his X-Men iconic outfit, bro. We finally get to see him in the iconic outfit that we've been waiting for years. And not only that, there were rumors that he was supposed to be wearing the mask of Wolverine. Now, of course, during the movie, from the beginning, close to the end, he was not wearing the mask. We were like a little upset. But finally, in the last fight scene, we saw him in the mask, and we were all hyped, and it was glorious, just indeed glorious. So let's discuss this rumor, and let's get on it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So here we go. Marvel suggests Hugh Jackman. So rumors are currently swirling that Hugh Jackman will stay on as Wolverine in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for another decade. However, this is just a rumor that WDW Pro and that Park Place have been reporting for almost 3 years. Like I said before, this is just a rumor. This is just a rumor. This is not no true possibility. It is just a rumor because I did read rumors. There were rumors that they were going to do Hulk versus Wolverine that Hugh Jackman was going to star in, and also there was going to be his character, going to be in Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. So we don't know what's going to happen. Frankly, I do hope it happens. So Hugh Jackman returns as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, set in shockwaves through Hollywood, proving once again that some are just too iconic to retire. The film, Marvel Studios' first radar blockbuster, shattered expectations by grossing over 1.3 billion at the global box office. While Ryan Reynolds still deserves credit, it was Jackman's take on the beloved X-Men that truly ignited fan interest. New rumors suggest that Wolverine Jackman may yield Logan's claws for another decade, and fans are buzzing. So it's like I said, dude. This is perfect. It was awesome. It was awesome seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. You know, Deadpool in there. Ryan Reynolds, man, he made a successful hit, bro. Very successful hit. Sorry about that, drinking water. All right, so here we go with this one right here. Insider My Time to Shine recently reported that the Australian actor isn't ready to hang up his claw and many claws anytime soon. The Scooper claims Jackman has plans to continue as Wolverine for at least 10 more years, a timeline that could cement him as the longest tenured superhero actor in the Hollywood history. Now, we all know that Robert Downey Jr., since Marvel's Iron Man, he's been on that movie. He's been on Iron Man for years. So we know Robert Downey. He was in Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Then he was in the Incredible Hulk movie for a bit. Then he was in the Avengers Secret Age of Ultron. He was in the Captain America Civil War. Then he was in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. And I forgot to mention, he was in Spider-Man Homecoming. So that's 10 films Robert Downey Jr. was in. Hugh Jackman, let's see. Let's talk Hugh Jackman. So Hugh Jackman for a minute, he was in X-Men 1, X-Men 2, X-Men 3, X-Men The Origins of Wolverine, that's 4. The Wolverine, that's 5. X-Men The Age of Apocalypse, that's 6. And X-Men The Days of the Future Past, that's 7. And then, of course, we got Logan, that's 8. So, if he does the Hulk versus Wolverine, that's 9. And if he goes into Doomsday and Secret Wars, that's 11. That's 11. But I'm trying to think if there was any other. Yes, he was in X-Men First Class. Yes, he was in X-Men First Class. So basically, he'd be tied with Robert Downey Jr. for right now. But if he does another Wolverine trilogy or whatever, he could beat out Robert Downey Jr. if he does it again. But who knows? We shall see. We shall see. So let's keep talking about this article. Interesting, the rumor of Jackman's multi-year deal with Marvel is not new. Hollywood scooper WD Pro of That Park Place have been citing inside Hollywood sources as far back as 2022, claiming that Jackman had committed to a major role in the MCU's future. Now, if you guys remember in Spider-Man No Way Home, Andrew Garfield told fans, despite the rumors, that if he was going to be in No Way Home, and he said declining, no, he's not going to be in there, he's not going to be in there. And of course, Andrew Garfield just surprised his role as Spider-Man. And not only Andrew Garfield, it was also Tobey Maguire. And that's what made Spider-Man No Way Home a huge success. So there's a possibility, I feel that there's a possibility that Hugh Jackman will come back. So let's keep reading. All this aligns with the reports that Marvel Studios was exploring a Deadpool Wolverine trilogy following the first film's record-breaking success. Jackman, 56, continues to defy expectations, looking and performing as if he's a decade younger. His enthusiasm for joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe seems boundless, with the whispers of the projects like Hulk vs. Wolverine and a possible appearance in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. These tantalizing projects could bring in millions more at the box office while allowing Hugh Jackman to put his definitive stamp on the Wolverine as the MCU's introduces more mutant characters. And that's what they need to do right now. They need to bring in the mutants. They need to get, because right now they're getting Fantastic Four in there, but they got to get X-Men. They got to bring the X-Men in there, man. And there are speculations what's going on with Storm and then what's going on with Nova, which I will be discussing later on once I finish this article. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige addressed the possibility of recasting Wolverine in the future during an interview last summer. While Feige acknowledged that the character will eventually see a new actor in the role, he emphasized that the challenge of replacing Hugh Jackman's iconic portrayal. If somebody were to attempt to do Hugh Jackman as Wolverine impression, that would be a pretty big mistake. In the decision to come, I think it's inevitable that the character will be reinterpreted. If that happens, it would have to be a very different and bold reinterpretation. So, my advice to Kevin Feige is, if Hugh Jackman wants to do Wolverine, let him do Wolverine. That's the big part of it. let him do the role, and then that's it. So let's just hope things work out with him. So let's go for another article here. So here we go. Let me get to the page. Our next one is going to be it's going to be about Black Panther. Black Panther fans want Aldous Hodge as new T'Challa. Marvel said to be meeting with light-skinned actors. Now, yeah, I think it was last week I did discuss that there were going to be 3 possible actors playing T'Challa. 2 that were light-skinned and 1 that was dark-skinned. You had Aaron Pierre, who's going to be doing John Stewart as the Green Lantern show. They're trying to ask him if he wanted to do it, but then there's also Denzel Washington's son, and then I forgot the other actor's name. You guys can check out my video if you want to see that. But this guy, when I first saw him in Black Adam's movie, him playing Hawkman, I looked at him and the way he does his character and the way he does his acting, I think he would do perfect as T'Challa. Because Chadwick Boseman, he was a dark-skinned black man. So why can't you just get the same dark toned? Why can't you have him? But hey, that's up to Marvel. But let's have a rediscussion of what they said about him. Although we still don't know for certain that Marvel Studios is searching for an actor to play a new take on T'Challa in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the recent rumors has led to several names emerging as potential contenders. Cross-star Aldous Hodge was not among them, but does seem to be the most popular choice to suit up as Black Panther among a lot of fans. Hodge, who played Hawkman in the Warner Brothers' ill-fated Black Adam, hasn't weighed in on the possibility of taking over from the late Chadwick Boseman, but did express interest in playing the hero way back in 2012, prior to Boseman being cast. Growing up, I was a fan of Black Panther and the X-Men comic books. I was also a huge Batman fan. There has recently been a little buzz online about Marvel pushing for Black Panther, and I've been in love with the idea for years. I want the fans to know that the one role I would really want to play is Black Panther. I grew up loving that Marvel world and grew up on the martial arts. I still train. When Black Panther came around, he was almost like an African American Batman. That's true, of course. While Hodges' feelings might well have changed since, it doesn't mean he turned down the opportunity if it came his way. Although the initial rumor suggested that Kevin Feige and co were searching for a new actor to play a variant of the same character Boseman portrayed, it seems more likely that the studio is actually in the process of casting an actor for the role of the original T'Challa's son, who was introduced at the end of Wakanda Forever. Whatever the case may be, it appears quite a few actors believe that accepting the role would be akin to replacing Boseman, and either feel it would be disrespectful to the beloved actor, or simply don't want the responsibility of filling those particular shoes. Whether Hodge winds up on the Marvel's radar or not, Scooper, the MTTSH, reporting that the studio has only met with light-skinned black actors so far. This does often tend to be controversial, taking the point and bone of contention among fans, as some feel that major studios tend to avoid casting darker-skinned actors in leading roles, particularly superhero projects. The new T'Challa is expected to debut in one of the upcoming Avenger movies before going on to play a bigger part in Black Panther 3. During a 2022 interview with the New York Times, director Ryan Coogler admitted that he'd be glad to stay on the franchise for as long as the folks will have me. So, I feel obsessed that I have the opportunity to work on these movies. When I got asked to do the first one, I was like a moving train. I thank God every day I was able to jump on it and meet these people, these actors, and to meet Chadwick during some of the last years of his life. I'll do it as long as folks will have me. But I think it's bigger than just for me or Joe. Between the first and second movie, we made $2 billion at the box office. which is what matter the most or to corporations. So I hope that it continues, man. I hope our people are still making movies about Wakanda and long after we're gone. So I mean, I'm hoping they try to get this guy, bro. But if they don't, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So yeah, right now it's like I said, dude. I mean, we just gotta see, man. We just gotta hope and see, man, if what happens here. Now here's another news about X-Men. The Wanda Wise emerges as a top fan pick to play Storm, but is she actually up for the role? Now, you guys know in my last article of Cynthia Erivo, she was wanting to play the actress Storm when she was young. She dreamed about playing the role as Storm. She did a tremendous job playing Elphaba in Storm. But I don't know, man. It's just that outside of Hollywood, doing her interviews, in her tours, Cynthia acted so weird, man. She acted really weird, and it just didn't feel right, Bo. But for someone like DeWanda Wise emerges as a top fan pick, I mean, I don't know. She does have what it takes. So she did play the acolyte in that show. She was the mother of the witches, and she looks like she's surprising her role, and she surprised, and she was in a role in Jurassic World Dominion with Chris Pratt. So let's see what this article says and see what we think. Ever since the rumor that Marvel Studios was interested in bringing Wicked star Cynthia Erivo on board the upcoming X-Men reboot as Storm did the rounds, fans have been debating about who they think the best choice to play the weather manipulating hero in the MCU would be. Jodie Turner-Smith and DeWanda Wise seem to have emerged as two very popular picks, with the latter possibility gaining the edge thanks to a resurgence of a fan art being shared on social media over the past few days. Some X accounts are claiming that Wise is actually up for the role, but we've heard there's no truth to this, at least not. At 40, some feel that Wise would be too old to play Aurora Monroe, especially after recent rumors that Stranger Things alum Sadie Sink is in talks to play Jean Grey. We've had heard that Marvel is casting most of the characters in the early to mid 20s range, but that doesn't mean at least a couple of members of the team couldn't take on the more of a mentor teacher role. That is true. Who knows what they'll do? Who knows? So Wise was asked about the possibility of suiting up as part of the superhero franchise in 2024 interview and made it clear that Storm is the only character she'd be interested in playing. Storm is the only Marvel character I'm interested in. It's the only Marvel character I've ever been interested in. I think we're going to be single handedly make that happen, and I thank you for that. Would you like to see Wise play Storm in the MCU? Check out some of the fan art. So let's look at the fan art that they have on her. I mean, she looks good. And this is her right now. We're in the Twitter account, so let's see what we got here. You guys can see this clearly, I hope. Barely. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, I think they're not gonna work out. But I think she's got what it takes, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if she's got what it takes to play this character. Now, this next one, is about Nova. Now, I read that one article before this that there's a possibility that they're trying to race swap the actor, the character to play Nova. So let's see what we got. Nova. Seven actors who could play the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Richard Rider in the upcoming TV series. So, yes, there is speculation of what is going on with Nova. So far the show is going. It is going as planned. But right now they're saying that they're trying there's rumor talk that they are trying to race swap Richard Rider. And that doesn't seem pleased. So I'm not very familiar with this character. I'll be honest. I'm not very familiar with the character, but I have read a comic book on him when I first met him, when I first saw him in the Amazing Spider-Man issue, that he was teamed up with the Punisher, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight, Darkhawk. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that was it. Punisher, Night Thrasher, Moon Knight, and Darkhawk. Yeah, I think that was it because most of the time Nova was captured and everything. But every other character that I've said, they've been trying to find a way to stop this organization and rescue Nova. And then, of course, in the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Nova Corps, which they had that same exact symbol, they were a group that were trying to protect their home planet against I forgot the character's name in it. Well, we'll see. But let's take a look at this and see who are the possible actors right now. So these are the possible actors that may be playing Nova. You got Asher Angel, who played the role of Billy Batson in the movie Shazam, and he looked it pretty good, and he looks real cool for the role. So I mean, and he's 22 years old as of now. Then you got Bill Skarsgård. He did a tremendous job playing Count Orlok in Nosferatu, and he's played other roles, man, especially in John Wick's movie. And I think he's got what it takes. I mean, he could probably do it, right? And then you have Jamie Dornan. Let's see what I know. Let's see what we know about him. Jamie Dornan is best known for starring in the 50 Shades movies, but if you're seeing him as a serial killer in BBC's The Fall of his standout role in Belfast, you'll be aware that there's much more to the Irish actor than just Christian Grey. Okay. All right. All right. Then you have Taron Egerton. Now, he has done some pretty good roles himself, like Kingsman, The Rocket Man, I've never watched, Blackbird. But he did play a recent movie. I never saw the movie. I wanted to get a chance to watch it. He played the movie called Carry On. It's like a Christmas movie and everything. He's like a TSA agent trying to stop a madman or on something. But I mean, he may have what it takes. Now, here is the part when they want to race swap. Here are the actors that may possibly do it. You got Regé-Jean Page. He's best playing that he played Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Us. Then you have, of course, Hayden Christian. And then you have Caleb McLaughlin. Now, he was known as Lucas Sinclair in the Stranger Things series. So, I mean, but I don't know, man. This is a possibility of what is yet to come with Nova, man. Like I said, we don't know what's going to go on with Nova. I will be discussing more details on that. I will get back on that. So far, I will. But anyways, man, I mean, things are becoming skeptical with these with the entertainment wise of what's going on with the movies and the TV shows. But who knows? Who knows of what's going to happen with Hugh Jackman? Who knows what's going to happen with Black Panther, with Storm, and with Nova? We don't know yet, but I will keep you guys posted. Now let's get on to the video game aspect of things. So let me get my thing ready and let's get on to this. Here we go. Gaming industry hopes Grand Theft Auto 6 price opens the floodgates for $100 based games. Is this the end of affordable gaming? Now, we've been hearing reports of what's going on with Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been in it's been in development for almost 5 years now, or 5 years, I think. I'm gonna take a guess here, and right now it looks like there's been problems that it could be woke, but I'm hoping for the fans' sake it's not. There's rumor that they're talking about that it could be woke, but I'm hoping it's not for the fans' sake, bro. I'm not a fan of Grand Theft Auto games, but I'm just hoping for the fans' sake that it's not. So, but for someone to raise the price at the regular price, the regular game price at $100, I don't think so, bro. I don't think it's a possibility you can do that, bro. But we'll see. We shall see. So let's read this article. A video game analysis has noted that there's some hope within the gaming industry that the price of the Grand Theft Auto 6 could be skyrocketed to $100. The idea of a standard video game price jumping to $100 is being floated as a possibility thanks to the hype surrounding Grand Theft Auto 6. According to Matthew Ball's State of Video Gaming in 2025 report, some in the gaming industry hope Take-Two Interactive will use the unprecedented excitement around Rocksteady Grand Theft Auto 6 to push this price increase. If successful, this could open the door for other publishers to follow suit, all under the guise of offsetting spiraling development costs. This concept, while perhaps tempting for gamers, published could spell disaster for the industry. Here's why. All right, the true cost of gaming. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Gaming isn't getting cheaper for our consumers. While game developers argue that prices have remained stagnant for years, ignoring the $10 jump to $70 in 2020, this doesn't tell the full story. The real cost of gaming has skyrocketed due to the microtransactions, downloadable content, subscription services, and special editions. Many gamers already spend hundreds of a single title when factoring in these add-ons. Bumping the price to 100 would only further alienate an audience already worried of being nickel and dimed. Now, here's the thing. This is the part that I don't understand. Me, when I buy games, the only time I pay over $100 if I am interested in something that I like. Like let's say the Arkham Knight series. Let's say Arkham Knight. I bought Batman Arkham Knight, and let me see if I have a. What I bought was the steel case of the Batman Arkham Knight. At least that's what I bought, right? I'm making sure. Okay, I bought a statuette also, which costed I think it was $150. I think it was, and I purchased that because I love Batman. But games like if it was The Witcher or if it was like Callisto Protocol or let me get another title. Black Myth Wukong. Let's just say those. Let's just say those titles. If it was if they were like a franchise, I'd be interested in it. I'd be interested in purchasing it. But for something that's a single gaming, like if it would be my first time playing Grand Theft Auto 6, of course I will pay the cheapest rate. I would pay the $60. $60 or $70 rate. Because some games right now are $60, and then other games, regular base, are $70. I would pay the cheapest rate for right now. That's what I will pay for. But if I'm into a franchise now, if there are people that are interested in the Grand Theft Auto franchise, they can decide for themselves if they want the game, if all the additions and everything, or if they want the regular. But it's like I said, dude, I wouldn't go for that. I wouldn't. So, yeah, man, this is just becoming more and more hectic, So, risk of accessibility. Rising the base price could also limit accessibility. Video gaming has thrived as a medium partially because it appeals to a broad audience. Slapping a $100 price tag on a game would push it out of reach. for many casual players and families, potentially shrinking the player base, while industry leaders might hope to recoup the cost from dedicated fans with willing to pay the premium. Long-term damage to gaming's widespread casual could be severe. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave these chat things up. That way I can read a bit and look at them better. Let's not forget the lessons of history. The India infamous video game crash of 1983 was pretty driven by a disconnect between industry greed and consumer expectations, often called the Atari shock. The crash was significant industry collapse in North America that led to massive financial losses. The game companies, a flooded market, and the near death of the home video game market, the early 1980s economic downturn added financial strain as families cut discretionary spending, including video games. Many game developers and console manufacturers went out of business. Even Atari, the dominant player, was split up and sold off. The Nintendo Entertainment System revitalized gaming when it launched in 1985. It introduced stricter quality control through measures like the Nintendo Seal of Quality, which assured customers that the games met a certain standard. The 1983 crash serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of greed, poor quality control, and oversaturating the market. It's a reminder that consumers will only tolerate so much before losing faith. A lesson that remains relevant as discussions about $100 of games and rising costs dominate today's industry. A sharp price increase, especially without adding meaningful value, risks alienating gamers who may decide to spend their entertainment dollars elsewhere. The gaming market's history shows us that overconfidence in consumer loyalty could lead to another reckoning. The audience will decide. Ultimately, gaming companies can charge whatever they want, but consumers hold the real power if they vote with their wallets. It takes two or others push standard game prices to $100. They risk significant backlash. Gamers may boycott these titles or turn to alternatives, including indie games or discounted back catalogs. To fill the void, companies betting on unwavering loyalty may find themselves sorely mistaken. While Grand Theft Auto 6 may sell like hotcakes at nearly any price, it's not a model that can sustain the broader gaming market. $100 base price for the standard editions risks alienating consumers, reducing accessibility, and sparking an industry wide crisis of confidence. I don't know, man. I mean, this is. It's like I said, dude. I mean, it's up to the people if they want to. If the gaming industry thinks that putting a base game that is meant $100, by all ears, go for it, man. But I guarantee you, bro, I don't think it's gonna go well. I don't think it's gonna go well with people. So let's get to the next article. Now, this one is new. This one is new for me that I'm going to be reading. I don't know much about this, but I'm going to read it and I'll just make my discussion of what I think about this. I mean, the game could be interesting. The game may not. I mean, who knows? Who knows? So let's discuss it. Teen Kill Media calls modding vulgar and claims it makes a joke out of our art. Won't release Code Violet on PC. Oh, that's something. Excuse me, trying to drink water. Teen Kill Media has stirred up a storm of criticism after announcing it would not be releasing its upcoming game, Code Violet, on PC. The studio's reasoning, posted on X, has drawn ear for its condescending tone and virtual signaling, leaving gamers and content creators alike scratching their heads. So let's see here. This is the full statement from Team Kill Media. For those asking us about a PC version of Code Violet, the reason we are not bringing it to PC is when we don't want anyone modeling vulgar versions of main character as well as other characters in the game. We hold our voice actresses and actors high regard, as well as our artistic vision for the game and story, and reject any form of destroying that with sexual mods. Making a joke. Ugh, sorry. Making a joke out of our art and possibly tarnishing the reputation of our voice actresses and actors is not worth the extra money we can make. The statement struck many as such as self-righteous, implying that the PC gaming community, renowned for its creativity and modding culture, is somehow unworthy of the studio's art. It also alienated a massive potential audience by assuming the worst about their intentions. So I guess what they're saying is that if the game comes out and if I don't like something, I want to put any modding. I want to put it in there that what may be looking good for the game, but it will not be approved by the studio that made the game. That's what I'm thinking that what they're saying because got people that are talking about this, like Varadark. So the backlash was swift, with prominent voices in gaming taking Team Kill Media to task for its comments. So we got Varadark who addressed this. So let's get the full article and see what she said. So let me see if I got it right here, and we can do it. All right. So let's. I'm gonna minimize this. I'm gonna minimize this a little bit. So the plan is to punish an entire platform of potential players because some people might mod the game in ways you don't like. That's like saying you won't serve food at a restaurant because someone might add ketchup. Your artistic vision can still shine. Let the audience decide how they want to experience your game. Mods are a form of expression too, not an inherent attack on your art. Maybe trust your community a little more. So, yeah, so it's like I said, I mean, with everything that is going on right now, because a lot of the people are very pissed off of how they've been treating the games and how the studios have been treating the customers and everything, you know. But it's like this: if you got companies, it's like this. If this company is working with Sweet Baby Inc., then that's of course what's going to ruin this game. But what they don't want to do is they don't want to probably go out on every platform. Hell, they may try to release it on one. Oh, maybe what platform? Maybe it'll come out. I'm sorry, I'm just a little tired. Ugh. Maybe they won't release it on Xbox. Maybe they'll release it on PlayStation. Maybe or just on or Xbox or both. Who knows? Who knows what they'll do? So her analogy highlighted the absurdity of the rejecting PC gamers wholesale over the hypothetical creation of mods that 10 Kill finds distasteful. Mods have long been a celebrated part of PC gaming, enhancing games and extending their lifespan in ways that benefit both players and developers. Francesco Sobak of That Park Place took the critic further of this X page. So here's what this lady had to say right here. Here, that lady, the guy. Here's what this guy had to say. Did you just call all modders vulgar? Let's not kid ourselves. Skyrim didn't become popular without modders playing a significant role. Also, Rule 34 still exists. So don't kid yourself about being high and mighty over vulgar characters. For God's sake, someone on your team was responsible for designing the skin tight outfit of your main character. Solbeck's point underlines a key inconsistency. Many developers create characters that are deliberately appealing, yet act surprised when fans engage with them creatively, even if those creations deviate from the developer's intentions. On YouTuber and That Park Place contributor culture, Casino added another layer of critic. So here's another one we got here. Mika. We don't want to make money because someone could do something we don't like or would make us feel bad. He said, referencing Kill Team Media over Mika Jones, you're going to take a lot of flack from the PC crowd, but in the future, if you go public or allow yourself to be sold, the motivation would be profit. Good luck. This sentiment reflects the practical reality of game development. Portability often hinges on accessibility and trust in the gaming community, including the thriving PC platform. Team Kill now history of condescension. Condescension. Can't read the word right. Team Kill's statement is emblematic of a broader trend where some developers appear to use virtual signaling to deflect criticism or gain more high ground, while protecting the reputation of voice actors and preserving artistic integrity are valid concerns, implying that mods inherently destroy a game's vision or tarnish reputations comes across the tone deaf and dismissive of the audience. Yeah, man. I mean, it's like this, Bo. If the developer wants to go that route, if they want to go that route, by all means, they are more than welcome to go that route. But I doubt I doubt things will not go as well as planned. But we will see. So now we got two articles here that we're going to discuss that's about Kingdom Come Deliverance. There was a first article that I talked about that Saudi Arabia rumored to have disbanded the game because of its content that they had in there and sexual content, and it's kind of bad. But it's like I said, dude. This is just a rumor of what happened in Saudi Arabia. But we're gonna see. So let's read this first one. I think it's this one. All right. So we're gonna discuss this one a little bit and see, and then after that we'll get the other article. So I got a couple more articles that I'm gonna discuss. But yeah, man, this is there's a lot of controversy going on with this game. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me here. All right, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director confirms divisive content, defends controversial romance options, and diverse characters. So, it looks like some of this is true. After rumors last week that Kingdom Come Deliverance was banned in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for unskippable, pride-centric romance scenes, the game's creative director took to X to set the record straight. So, here we go with this. Daniel Vavra, the creative director of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, has spoken out to address the swirling rumors regarding the game's content and alleged bans in certain countries. His statement provided some clarity on several contentions, claims confirming that presence of divisive romance while options, while emphasizing the studio's commitment to the historical accuracy and player choice. So let's well, that's just a GIF, so we're not going to do that. So, in a detailed response, Villarreal debunked reports that Kingdom Come Deliverance was banned in Saudi Arabia due to unskippable scenes. There's no unskippable cutscenes in our games. Anybody who claims otherwise never played them. He further clarified that no country, to his knowledge, has banned the game. Okay, so that part about the Saudi Arabia was false. But it was just a rumor. I did read that it was a rumor. So that is true. That is a good thing that I did say it's a rumor. Varia that confirmed that the same sex options for in-game romance are present and notes that they were in the first game as well. However, he noted that this was optional content and explaining that players are entirely responsible for their in-game decisions. Yeah, kind of like Assassin's Creed, because you can create a guy, and the guy can decide if he wants to have sex with another man or a woman, and the woman the same way if she wants to have sex with a woman or sex with a man. It's up to them. So Daniel Rivera says 4 out of 10 gay characters were already in the Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. And Daniel Rivera replied 5 out of 10 is an RPG. You're responsible for your decisions. If you want Henry to try a same sex adventure, feel free. If you don't want to, you don't have to. All affairs are purely optional. The characters are perfectly aware that it was a forbidden sin. There you go. He said it right there. He said it right there. KCD is an RPG. You're responsible for your decisions. If you want Henry to try a safe sex, yeah, which I read here. Oh. So yeah, I mean, this is something that everyone's gonna be familiar with. So you have the world. So Mark Kern from the former of the World of Warcraft, he wrote this comment here. So let's see. No Kingdom Come Deliverance is not woke. I received exclusive information from someone who has completed the game, which clears up many rumors. No, game director Daniel Vera just posted clarification that he is 100% telling you it to you straight. So, I mean, this is it right here. And it's like I said, in any RPG role playing game, you got the decision if you want to create your own character, and if you want if you want the guy to have sex with the guy, you have sex with the guy. If you don't, you don't. You don't have to. This is your choice. So there you go. So the player reportedly described the storylines as treated with discretion and reflective of the societal taboos of the time. And intimidate the scenes, including a brief moment involving Henry and another male character, were saved to last mere seconds. All cutscenes remaining skippable. Based on this information, I would say the Kingdom Come Deliverance thing has been blown out of proportion. The game is excellent and everything is treated in proper historical context. This Vivera also expressed disappointment in how some criticisms have been handled. So yeah, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I would be pissed too, man, if this is something that happened. So like this, the Saudi Arabia thing that happened in Saudi Arabia, it's not true. So the game's out in it's going to be out in public, and it's going to be out for everyone, and especially around the country. So that's a good thing for the developer, bro. That is a good thing. So let's see what the next article is. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 director Daniel Vera attacks YouTuber who was defending his game. Grifter comment backfires big time as allies turn on Warhouse Studios. Ooh, what just happened? Let me just drink this. Let me see how we're looking in the articles right now at the moment. Yeah, right now I'm just leaving my chat pages up if I could. All right. Daniel Vera stirred controversy when he referred to a popular YouTuber creator as a grifter this week. The controversy surrounding Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has taken a sharp turn as Warehouse Studios co-owner Daniel Vera finds himself embroiled in a public feud with popular YouTuber Rev says Desu. Damn, ironically, the clash stems from a video in which Rev defended the game against accusations of wokeness, yet Vera's aggressive response has only fueled further backlash. Favreau's step. It all started when Rev released a video addressing claims of pre-order cancellations for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and the backlash the game was receiving for supposedly going woke due to optional romance scenes between two men and more diverse NPCs. The video defended the game's historical authenticity of optional romance mechanics while discussing public concerns about the studio's handling of conversations. Controversies. Wow, dude. Whew. That ain't good for that YouTuber. The video title was Woke Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Backlash results in mass pre-order refunds as developer loses trust. That appears to be all Vavra actually saw the video, because despite Rev's Devon's tone, Vavra has lashed out at him in social media, labeling on Grev as a grifter and dismissing his claims as sensationalism. Another grifter. No, our pre-orders haven't dropped because of the backlash. The sold returned copies ratio is the same as it was. What happened is that the preview hype has naturally won, and 9 massively discounted games entered the chart. Monster Hunter is down as well. Another grifter, yeah, he just same thing as well. Rev, known for his fair approach of the gaming controversies, responded with professionalism, pointing out the irony of being attacked for a video that defended the game. Another grip. So, all right. So right now it looks like this one's fighting back, bro. Ooh. All right, let's read this. So Rev came back and said, "Label me a grifter in a video where I defend your game for being labeled woke over a rumored gay scene is wild. Yes, people cancel pre-orders. Many did because you won't address the actions of the community's manager's code of conduct posted on Steam. Even now, you still avoid this issue entirely. Yes, your game has a lot of pre-orders, but it would have bad more if you didn't tiptoe around valid concerns about the actions stemming from your parent company. Seeing you crash out over someone pointing this out is exactly why people are losing trust in you." So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, Rev is not fighting. Is not going out with a fight. So now Daniel is trying to apologize to her, and he wants her to like wants that person to not rephrase the phrase, the titles like that, change the titles a bit, which that's something that. So here we go. Rev fights back and says, "I didn't use that phrase. You have the data for pre-order cancellations. I do not. I can only form an opinion based on my own observation. And as I showed in my video, there are many people on Twitter, Steam, and other platforms canceling their pre-orders as a result of various reasons. And now, ironically, more people are announcing that they have canceled their pre-orders as a result of these posts attacking me. I understand a lot of people are hounding you recently, but I was not one of them. This was a mistake." Rev's measured response stood in stark contrast to Vara's combative tone, making the developer's behavior appear even more unprofessional to onlookers. So yeah, man. I mean, yeah, Rev is just trying to like. Rev was trying to defend him, and of course, Vara just went at that person because of his what? Because of the damn title. Yeah, this is just becoming more outrage. And Vara didn't get pissed off with the Rev. He got pissed off with Smash JT, Vara Dark, and Grumps. Jesus Christ, man. He needs to relax, man, because he's gonna get himself whooped. So yeah. You guys tell me what you think of this backlash, man, because right now the creator needs to damn understand, though, that he's trying to defend them. They're trying to defend the game, and of course he just doesn't get that. But we'll see on this article. Man, I did a lot today. Ooh. All right, so here we go. We got one more article that we're going to talk about, and then we have regular articles that we will talk about in separate videos. So here we go with this one. I did this stream so I can get most of these things out of the way instead of me doing a lot of videos, and it takes time. So here we go. Gamers overwhelmingly vote for attractive lead characters in new CI games poll, but is the AAA gaming industry listening? So here's what happened. Last week, you had the Lords of the Fallen's developer from CI Games. He was making a vote that if you want to do male and female, or type A and B, or all, or whatever, everybody voted for male and female only. Like President Trump, he wants this country to identify everybody as a male and a female. That's it. No other. No other. So that's what the developer wants to do. And he did a swearing that he wants to make sure that he listens to the fans. Now, AAA Gaming, for the past couple of years, they have not been listening to the fans. They have not been listening to the fans right now. They've been not listening to gamers, and it's becoming a more and more of a backlash. I mean, you could take a look what happened to Star Wars Outlaws. You could take a look what's going on with Assassin's Creed Shadows. You could take a look what happened to X Defiant. Take a look at what's going on with Concord or Dustborn. Those games flopped badly. And then if you had games like Stellar Blade, Black Myth Wukong, and Space Marines 2, they were a huge success. They were a success. So, kind of listen to the facts, man. Listen to the facts. Listen to the gamers. And I guarantee you, your game will be successful if they start listening. So, Marek Tomiski of CI Games has sparked yet another debate in the gaming world, this time taking aim of what many are calling the unglification of gaming characters in AAA titles with a new poll. And he issued this: should lead video game characters be widely considered attractive, inspirational by the vast majority of players? Yes! 84% of the people said yes, because that's what you want. You want the character to be attractive. If it's a female, you want them attractive and everything. You want a male character, you want to make him look tough. You want to make him look not big and hefty and strong, but make him regular and just make him look tough and everything. Not a sissy boy. You know? I'm just saying. That's my take on it. The troll pool significant garnering. And here's the results of it again. There it is once again. The olification debate. The poll addresses are a growing frustration among gamers about the imperial trend of AAA gaming to make characters, particularly female ones, less conventional attractive. See, that's what's going on with this. So here is a picture. Here it is. I'm going to show you right now. This is it. Got it right here. Look at these are the actresses that portrayed these characters. Humble Gonzalez, Star Wars Outlaws. This is her. Why are you going to make her look like that? Stephanie Taylor Jones. Why are you going to make her look like that? Hannah Oreskitra. Why are you going to make her look like that? And then Alex Sedra. What the hell are you going to make her look like that for? That's not attractive. These are not attractive. These are not attractive people. These are attractive people. And I did talk about this years ago with these two right here. I talked about this last year, in the beginning of my time when I started YouTubing, when I was in Vegas for the Friday Night Tights meetup. I talked about these two. If you want to look it up, you can look it up. But it's like I said, man. I mean, come on. Right there is your example. And that's something that everybody's got to think about right now. That you want the characters to look great. You want them to look awesome. You want them to look You want them to look like that. Come on. happened to that, man? Whatever happened to that? I mean, look at Stellar Blade. Play the game. Look at Stellar Blade. Look at his video scenes, and check that out. And you tell me if that is a fine chick. Now, I'm gonna tell you what happened. This one, PlayStation, Sony, they claimed that the Stellar Blade actress, the Stellar Blade character, did not look attractive in real life in Korea. Actresses. So the studio, Maxim Korea, they were talking to the actress that played Eva, or it was Eva, I think it was. I forgot the actress's name in Stellar Blade, the main character. They had her as a role model, and they were doing her CGI, exploring her character in the CGI realm, doing the CGI. She's hot. She was hot. And that goes to show you, man, that, come on, man. I mean, there it is right there. I mean, this is something that we all have to have, man. We all have to talk about, man. If you want entertainment to look great and everything, you have to listen to the fans. You have to listen to the gamers, and you have to listen to the fans, bro. And I guarantee you, if Hollywood and the video game industry start listening to these people, I guarantee you'll be a success. Take Sonic, for example, right here. Take Sonic, for example. We've all seen the trailer of the very first trailer of Sonic 1. How it was. It was a major disaster. For Sonic to look like a humanoid, it was a major disaster. Now, of course, the fans backlashed. The director, he looked at the backlash. He went like this, guys, back to the drawing board. Let's get Sonic done. And there it is now. If the director did not care for the fans, guaranteed you we would have had only Sonic 1. We wouldn't be at Sonic 4 right now if it wasn't for the director not listening to the fans. That is something that Hollywood and video game industry needs to start doing right now. Listen to your fans. You listen to the fans, guarantee you, bro, you're going to make money. You're going to be making lots of money, man. And that is what we're missing in Hollywood right now. And that's what we're missing in Hollywood. So, like I said, man, right now, I just hope to God that Hollywood and the video game industry will start listening to these fans. So you guys let me know, what do you think of these titles, man? What do you think of the titles that's been going on with the Kingdom Come Deliverance, with the attractiveness of the video game characters? Let me know what's going on. You guys let me know what you think of these articles that I have discussed. And you make your own opinion, bro. If you think I'm right, all right. If you think I'm wrong, okay, that's fine. But hey, I'm making my own opinion. I'm just doing what I want to do, man. I want to give you guys my thoughts on this. And I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you all so much. That's going to be it for this stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So if you like the video, hit the like button, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. All right, everyone, thank you all so much. And I will be seeing you in the next one. And I will be posting more videos later. So I'll see you in the next one.